Hey y'all, Todd the Tool here. So I'm doing some chop sawing in the garage, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's getting really dusty in here. Now, I want to give you some recommendations. If your chop saw, and this is, we all call it a chop saw, the technical name for it is, let me think here for a second. It's a reciprocating miter saw, I think, something like that. Anyway, you just call it chop saw. So I'm doing this in my garage, and if you notice back here, that's, whoa, there's supposed to be a bag there that grabs the sawdust, and I don't know, I lost that. So, I mean, it's probably in here somewhere, but if you don't have that, and you don't have anything taking care of it, you kind of have this issue that you'll just get sawdust kind of all over everything. And I guess what I'm going to do is come back with shop vac, and because I have one of those, and vacuum that up. But I was thinking what might be good is just maybe, I don't know, hooking the shop vac right up to that connection right there, so I'm not emptying a bag. I'm just blowing it into the suction of the shop vac. So we'll give that a try. Let's see how it works. Y'all might remember this tubing that I pulled out of the neighbor's trash, and I still think it has some use. This is not the piece that I actually used for the washer drain debacle. But I think this piece maybe we can use for that vacuum suction hose for the chop saw. Question: Todd the Tool, how do you get the edges of your cuts to be so super smooth where they don't even need to be sanded and get this cool black patina thing? Well, that's easy. Have an old dull saw blade and don't ever change it when you're supposed to. Well, I'm no expert at identifying types of woods as far as trees go. I mean, if you want to ask me what kind of wood this is, I would say pallet wood, because it's not plywood. But as far as, you know, like what tree it grew out of, I don't have any idea. But I was cutting this, and oh man, it smells so good. So I'm thinking, I like the smell of this wood, so I'm going to go to somebody that knows a little bit about hardwood and ask them what this is, so I can saw up some more because I like the way it smells. You all know that I like to show you when things don't quite work out, because this happens to everybody. We tried that drain, or that pipe, and that's too small. I'm not saying we can't use it somewhere else, because we probably can. I've got this little bit of ductwork, and I found out that it's too big. So I need to find something that's the right size for there, and I've got more stuff sitting around, so I'm going to keep trying. Alright, so what else do I have that I could try? Well, that's the original drain to the to the washing machine, and I'll probably use that when I'm hooking the washing machine upstairs. But again, this is not quite there, but it's close. But I don't like the fact that all this would be sticking up while the saw's going back and forth. So although we're close here, we're probably going to have to use something else. And just by the way, I remembered that this is called an articulating compound miter saw, because it could do angles. I think that's right. Anyway, chop saw will do. Hey there, folks. Todd the Tool here. I was working with my angle grinder, and this is the nut that holds the blades in there, and it got stuck, and I couldn't get it undone. So I used a big pair of channel locks on this, and some vice grips, and a big bunch of other stuff, and a hammer, and I watched a video, and they told me to do all those things that I had already done, and I thought, well, what else can they show me? And what they want me to do is take a second angle grinder and grind down in there and grind out the old blade that's stuck down in there. And the problem I have with that is that I only have one angle grinder. So the tip is, if you're going to have an angle grinder, have two angle grinders. But I got a hacksaw, so let's try that. See if this works. What you doing there, woman?
I'm having a corned beef facial.
Yeah?
Smells good and it feels good.
Alright. Hey y'all, Todd the Tool here. In the old pickup truck, no longer the pickup truck of terror, although it is Halloween today. But I had some running to do, so I thought, if I'm going all the way into the big city, you know, take the pickup truck. Maybe you can get some free stuff. Maybe you can pick up some more pallets. Who knows? It's raining, and I can tell you that I don't like the rain, and it's no good for like picking stuff up in the pickup truck. I wish I had me a box truck like I used to have. That's a long story. Probably want to have my son-in-law tell that one, because he tells it real good. I'm on the what do we call this? The Visor cam. That's what I'm gonna call this. What I did was I wanted to be all hands-free, so I could be driving and be safe. So what I did was, what do you have in your truck? You got a bungee cord. I don't need anything fancy from the store to hold up my phone. I don't need to hook it somewhere on my dash or my window. I can just put it on the visor here and put the bungee cord on it. And then if I need the bungee cord for something else, I can use it for something else. Those phone holders that you buy to hold your phone, you can't use those for anything else. They won't hold your drink cups. They won't hold, you know, tarp down. They're pretty much useless otherwise. So I just use something that I already have. And that's that whole thing that we like to do, that whole reduce, reuse, and recycle. And I feel like maybe I'm doing all of those with this one. So good for me. Pat on the back. 3 strikes and you're out, or whatever they say. So it's raining today. I'm gonna go head in and get my protege, and then we're meeting the woman and the boy in the big city for a little lunch. But I'm hoping the rain stops. I don't know. Last time I tried to put a tarp on the truck, it ripped up something awful, and I lost stuff. So I really, especially with no tailgate anymore, and I haven't fixed that cargo net with the snow fence. So I mean, I got more bungee cords, and I've got straps and stuff that I can strap stuff in, but I don't want to get wet, and I don't like to get wet. I really don't care for the rain so much. Anyway, I'll keep you updated if we have any progress today finding anything. be a shame to drive this truck all the way to the city and not get anything good, because gas is expensive, and pickup trucks do not get good gas mileage. I've got an old Ford, and I like it good. It's got like 392,000 miles on it. That's awesome. That's your money's worth right there. I've not had to put a whole lot of work into it. A little brake line, but that's about it. Anyway, if anybody knows of any pickup trucks that can get better gas mileage, let me know. I'd love them to sponsor me, or me sponsor them, or however that works. They could give me a truck. If they could give me a brand new pickup truck, then like every day I could say, hello, hey there, Todd the Tool, brought to you by the Toyota whatever their pickup truck is, or the Ford F 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 550 pickup, or I don't know, I used to have a Chevy once. I don't even know what their trucks are called anymore. I had a good work truck. It was nice. I think I paid as little for that brand new as I paid for this one used. That doesn't seem like good money for this truck, but yeah, it was a lot of years ago. So anyway, for right now, this is just, hey y'all, Todd the Tool brought to you by Todd the Tool in his old beat up pickup truck. So I'll take care. Hope that the rain stops. If you're living somewhere where it's not raining, tell me where you are, because maybe I'll just come there. Hey y'all, we don't normally do a mail call out here in the garage, but we got a little postcard here, and let me see what it says. Dear Todd the Tool, is dirt going to hurt my saws? That's James P. from Peoria. I don't think that's Illinois. I don't know. It's like an I and O, Iowa. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know there's a Peoria there. No, dirt is not going to hurt your saws. Don't worry about that. Whoa, had a little Rudolph thing going there. It must be the laser pointer from from saw. Whoa. Okay, thought there was a sniper. All right, so let me just. Is there a way to turn that off? I don't know how to turn that. There's a button here somewhere. There. All right, turn that light off because that was distracting. All right, so is dirt going to hurt your saw? No, dirt's not going to hurt your saw. Your saw cuts through wood. Wood is really hard. I mean, not like pine. Pine's pretty soft, but I mean, dirt's softer than pine. And your saw can cut all the way through like oak and stuff, which is really hard. And so don't worry about dirt. Now, so if there's dirt on your boards, cut through it. It's fine. If there's mud on your boards, big deal. That's just dirt with a little water. Now, here's the thing. Do I say dunk your saws down in mud? No, that doesn't make sense. Who'd want to do that anyway? People like to go mudding with their trucks, but don't go mudding with your power tools. That's not a good idea. Take those out of your big souped up, jacked up, whatever you go mudding in. But if your tools do get dirty, and sometimes they do, I understand, and because you're working. So if they get a little dirty, a little muddy, whatever, and you'd like to clean them up, that's fine. But be careful. Do not hose them down. Do not hose them down when they're like plugged in and powered up, because let me tell you from experience, you have to go get new tools. So what you want to use is what you want to use for anything. Well, that's not true, because for anything you really want to use a power washer. You want to, but don't. What you have to use is like a damp cloth. And I don't mean like wringing out wet. I mean just damp. Just a little bit of moisture. Dunk it down in like a bucket and like wring it out real good. And then wipe that off. And try to get that all the dirt and mud and stuff off of there as best you can. If you gotta pick it out with something, find something to pick it out with. But don't be doing a lot of, don't run water down inside of your tools, because that's not good for them. And then don't like get them going again until you know they're super dry. You don't want to wait until, you want to just like, oh, I've just washed this off and I've maybe wrung out my cloth good enough and maybe I didn't. And I don't want you thinking I'm all highfalutin because I said cloth instead of rag. I just tend to say that, but really you want to use a rag. A cloth is for like inside the house. A rag is for like out in the garage. That's how I see it anyway. So use a rag, wipe them off, and then wait until that tool's good and dry, out in the sun. Don't put it in the dryer like with your clothes. That was a bad idea. It dents those power tools dent the inside of your dryer, something awful. So anyway, don't worry about dirt so much. Your tools are going to get dirty. Dust them off, and you don't have to use one of them Swiffer things. I've never used a Swiffer in any of my projects for tools and stuff. But hey, Swiffer, if you say our product works good for tools and you want to throw me some promotional monies, then I'm going to tell you all how Swiffers are the best thing to clean all the sawdust off your tools. So there we go. Thank you for your card. Keep them coming. Remember, that comes to the original Todd the Tool at gmail.com. And you email those to me, and then I'll print them out. And normally we'll put them in the mailbox. But I just wanted to do this one in the garage because I thought it'd be cool. All right. Y'all take care and stay tuned. Wear your safety glasses, like all the time. Just, I don't know where mine are right now, but they're probably around here somewhere. Hey y'all, Todd the Tool. You probably wonder, hey Todd the Tool, is your garage super organized? You know, there was a time when, like on this shelf, there was spray paints. And on this shelf, there was other paint stuff. And on this shelf, there was some other stuff that made sense. And I could walk in there. And over here, it was like lawn and garden stuff, so I could get to it easy. Things happen. Things fall down. I'd like to have a bigger work area than what I have. This used to be really well organized, but it's not now. That saw could stand to be somewhere else. That used to be really well organized and have stuff on it. Problem is, you end up getting too much stuff, and it piles up, and when you pile it up, then it falls down, and you've got to have a place for all your stuff, like when you need to catch possums in your house, and extra parts and pieces and tools, but you need to be able to get to them. So, one thing I got was this thing, and that helped for a while, but then I just had too much. So now I got this new file cabinet thing. Is that the right size? Side? Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. And we're going to try to use that as a tool organizer and get this all organized, and then it won't be a big mess like this. And everything will have its place. And, there's a big bunch of area up there, not even using it. I got a big box up there, but I think that's empty. So, just stay tuned, and we'll show you how to get your garage organized, just like mine. Whoa! Whoop, sorry about that.